So going along with properties of a liquid on a molecular level, I forgot to talk today about surface tension. So we're going to go over that just really quick. By definition, it's the uneven forces acting on the particles on the surface of a liquid. And that probably doesn't make sense to you until you see the picture down here at the below. But basically, because liquid particles are attracted to each other, if you have a liquid particle down in the water, it's going to be attracted upwards towards the water above it, sideways, diagonal, downwards, because it's surrounded by water. So it's attracted to every particle surrounding it. And if you notice, the word is surface tension. So it has to do with the particles of a liquid at the surface of the liquid. And unlike the particle I was talking about earlier that was down in the liquid being pulled up, being pulled to the side, being pulled to the other side, being pulled down, the particles at the surface have nothing to pull them upward. But they are pulled to the side and they are pulled down. And what this kind of does by not being pulled upward like the other particles, it kind of forms this film on the surface of the liquid. So if you look right here, there's nothing pulling up on those particles like there is here. So at the surface, there's no forces pulling up on it. It's mostly being pulled to the side and downwards. So because of this sidewards force here, we have something sort of like, I like to call it a film at the top of the water. You can do this tonight where you try to put a paper clip at the top of the water that can hold things there. So kind of like how those water spiders can balance on top of the water. The reason being is they can distribute their weight evenly enough on the water that they can balance out the film without sinking into the water. The attractive forces keep them above the attractive forces of water. So that causes this film at the top, where the forces are only across the ways and they're only being pulled across and downwards instead of being pulled up like a particle inside the liquid, thus causing surface tension, which I like to think is the most stressed out part of water, but you know, get it? Surface tension. Here's some examples. Here's a spider I was talking about, how they can just flip across the surface of the water. Here's the paper clip, which you can try at home. And surface tension acts very strongly in water droplets. That's a big piece of why a water droplet doesn't break. Let's say you're holding a water droplet from your finger. It doesn't break because on the outer edge of the water droplet, there's surface tension going on, which is the uneven forces, the horizontal force, which is keeping the inside of the water from falling down. As you often notice on my sinks, there's water droplets. What keeps them from falling, essentially, is the surface tension on the outside of the drop of water. Those horizontal forces play a big role.